We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. KJ Hamler returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now. It's Lindsay, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Broncos.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Kendrick Bourne.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Block on the give. It's Lindsay. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The tackle made by Harold.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
2nd and 6 at the Titans' 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try to run with Lindsay, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Titans first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down, Titans.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
A.J. Brown.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And then he goes with a juke. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Tannehill's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Again, Tannehill. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard
from the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Noah Fant.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Block. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tannehill now to throw. He finds Corey Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Number 30.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Made by Jayon Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
They'll go again with Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Titans nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 13 yards.
This is Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
On the carry.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Down by Vaughn Miller.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Simmons on the
They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send a receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The open man is Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown,
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he's he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now it's Lindsay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. Screen pass to Lindsay. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 90, look. Let's get on the field, D. Let's get on. 12. Mike, 12. I got it. Alpha. 12. Mike, 12.
From the gun, block, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
12. Mike, 12.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home game.
Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So nothing fancy there. That was just a fullback dive. Defensively, they were ready for it.
They were, and I think that surprised the guys on offense, because handing it to the fullback, well, you don't do that very often, so that's a tendency breaker. And I think they just wanted to say, let's just go straight ahead. As you said, nothing fancy. Everyone move someone out of the way and let the big guy work. Didn't get it done, though.
A.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It'll start with a give to Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The ball carrier.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Breaks through the contact. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
7-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, Lindsay. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in, and he'll get into the end zone.